Okay, go left. Use your wheels, use your wheels, use your wheels.
I'm 54-year-old and I had a swimming pool accident nearly 40 years ago, which involved me breaking my neck at C5, which has left me paralysed from the chest down with limited function in my hands and my arms. A couple of years later, I became aware of wheelchair rugby, and together with a couple of other friends, we decided to try and form the club. Before my accident, I was very sport orientated, and I played football and I boxed, and I wanted to be involved in another sport. And together with some of the some staff members on our local spinal injury centre, notably Claire Nixon and Pam Thirlwell, an OT and a physiotherapist, they helped us, and together with a few of the other guys, we started the Bulls. It took me a while to find out about wheelchair rugby, but once I found out about it and got the team going, it's been a part of my life and a part of my social life for over 20 years now. And what I do now is I work on Middlesbrough Spinal Injuries Unit as a peer support worker, and I try to encourage all the patients I do to try and get involved with the sport, not necessarily rugby, but any sport, just for the fitness side of things, you know, the mental health side of things, and I'm a great advocate for people being involved with any disabled sport.
I had my injury in 2005 in January. I was driving back from university and I had a car crash. It was at university in Stirling in Scotland. I think I was only about 10 miles away from home on a 200-mile journey, and I managed to flip the car. Not my smartest decision, but broke my neck at a C5 level, which was incomplete. So I show signs of C6, a couple of C7 kind of elements, but so neck break injury, and that was just gone 18 years ago now.
4, I think.
So growing up as a kid, I always loved sport. Always played rugby. Golf was a big one as well, and cricket. Had my accident playing rugby. Went and rehabbed at James Cook. And Sean Lacey was there on the ward. Knew I'd had my accident playing rugby. Knew I still wanted to be involved in sport, and came and said, come and give wheelchair rugby a go. You might enjoy it. Sure enough, I did. It was one of the first things I did after hospital. Came straight down to a training session and instantly loved it. You know, you come down and you meet people in a similar kind of position to yourself. And you see like them getting on with their lives and living life. Jesus, I'm miles away from that. How am I ever going to get there? But yeah, ever since that kind of first session and first hearing about it, I thought that's definitely something I wanted to get involved with.
Yeah, I started playing, like I said, I had my first go of it while I was still in hospital. I'd been injured maybe 3 months. Kind of got thrown into a chair and just, see what you think, and it was immediately something I was interested in. So it's, fast forward 18 years later and I'm still coming, so I mean, it must be doing something right here.
Yeah, I mean, starting out I never thought I would have gotten anywhere with it really. Like I said, it was something to do. It was sport again. I love that. Being around people again, socialising. You learn a lot from kind of the guys here. When I came, I could barely push a chair. I couldn't get in and out of the car. I was barely feeding myself. And all these little tips of how they're doing stuff. You pick up on it and you learn that kind of stuff. First trip abroad was through wheelchair rugby. So a lot of kind of, I guess, big life events after an injury have come through that wheelchair rugby.
And I played the sport purely for the aspect of it. So you get your fitness, and it improves my fitness, and it looks after your shoulders and and keeps your fitness up. But it's the psychological and the mental health side of it as well. It's been a fantastic help to me, and what the opportunities it's opened to me through wheelchair rugby. I've travelled all over the world, not playing it, watching the sport. Like you speak to Jack and Gareth, who played it at a higher level than me, But like I say, mine was purely a social thing. A gang of us decided in 2004 we'll go to Athens to watch the Paralympics, and we've done that. We've been to every Paralympic since, just watching rugby. So that's what it. I've travelled all over the world. I went to Beijing, Rio. I got the opportunity to work on London 2012 with the rugby. Then we went to Rio. Me, Gareth, and Jack, who you'll speak to. We went to Rio to watch the Paralympics. Then obviously Jack went to Tokyo and won the gold. And I would have been there apart from COVID. So that's what rugby's given to me. I've got some lifelong friends. I've travelled literally all over the world watching the sport, and it's been a fantastic thing for me.
Well, it's given me a chance to. I mean, it sounds cliche, but it's shown that life isn't over after injury, and that you can still take part in a contact sport, and in something that you don't need to. You're not treated with kid gloves, and it's not like you're in a wheelchair. So, you've got to be careful. You've got to look after yourself. You can you get in these chairs and you do damage to each other, sometimes on purpose. And it's given me the opportunity to keep fit and to travel, not just this country but abroad as well.
It is scary trying to get involved with something, especially when you come down and you see everyone flying around and you're like, Jesus, look at them, I'm miles behind them. But just go, enjoy it. You will improve, you will learn stuff, you will get fitter and stronger. And like I say, there's more to it than the sport. There's that social aspect. You're going to learn a lot from other people about yourself, about your injury, about how to do stuff. It's almost better than your rehab in a hospital. You're mollycoddled in a hospital, everything's nice and flat surfaces, perfect heights for transfers, and then you come here and bloody hell, how am I going to get? There's a wheelchair over there with no brakes on. I've got to jump in that and then get smashed about, and you go in places and these hotel rooms aren't accessible, and you're trying to fit through little doors like this, and getting in and out of baths, and also all this sort of stuff that you've never even thought were possible before. You've seen other people doing it, and soon enough that could be you. Just get involved and chuck yourself in.
Give it a go, you big coward. No, that's. I'd say that you don't know what you're missing until you really try out. I mean, I say this and I joke around a lot. It is like it's the social aspect that's so important, and I think that if you don't at least try a sport out, then you're missing out on such a huge element. It's liberating, and it gives you drive, it gives you motivation, it gives you something to aim for, and it's more than just a sport. It's like it's a way of life, and the things that I've got from this, the people I've met, the experiences I've had, and it lets you know that you're not alone in your injury, and that all the downsides and all the negatives that you have of it, you can laugh and joke about these things with people who are similar. It's about hanging around, and it's just about having fun with friends.